StoneCrusher is a secondary support class that is used in many cases, including some ultras and challenge bosses. When it is being used, it's primarily used for mana and some of its damage reduction and healing capabilities. Thus being said, the class does have two variants. It has the bonus package and the normal variant. The normal variant also has two types you can get it from. You can get it from the ACs and you can get it from the rep. The class does require 3 reps, by the way. Anyways, the class has two variants. The Infinity Titan package and the normal. These two variants can be used together, and for some reason the skills stack together. The only differences are the skill animations and the skill icons. That's really it, and also some of the wording of the skills, but it does exactly the same thing. When you do use this class, it's primarily not really used that much because there are better options for the classes inside AQworlds. Thus being said, this class is a magical caster, so you need to be using a wizard enhancements. You can use healer, but I've seen more improvements on the wizard enhancements. But there is a catch with its 4. The 4 is a hybrid type. So you see your healing over time is not being improved because the healing over time is actually physical. So you have to be using the physical enhancements, or you can use the anima since that boosts your strength by a butt ton. Anyways, the class does improve your outgoing magical damage, but it doesn't really do anything in the sense of your healing capabilities. So your primarily damage will be your dot, since it will be increasing damage over time. So the longer the dot stays, the more damage it would be doing. So for the solo capabilities of this class, the class does well for soloing pretty much any boss, but there's only one downside, is that it doesn't do well for any hard-hitting bosses, the bosses that deals more than 3000 damage. This is before any damage reductions on its 4. But this class can survive, but not for a very long time, since its healing over time is actually more reliant on a 25% chance for the magnitude or anima from the bonus class. But if you want to use this class for the earlier on bosses, you can. Just be prepared for a slow, steady pace of destroying the bosses. And for farming, this class does not do well for farming. It only has 2 damage spells and it has long cooldowns. You can choose it for the buffs, but that's pretty much it. So if you want to use a farmer class, I would not recommend using StoneCrusher because it's really bad. Anyways, the primary focus on this video is the teamfight of this class. This class does extremely well for teamfights. The primary focus on this class will be the mana and the healing over time. It's somewhat the damage reduction, but there are better classes that do that, and many classes actually increases your damage resistance. Anyways, you can use this class for bosses that uses the maximum health abilities and the maximum health on for the player. Because the more health you have on the player, the more struggle you have with your mana, and this is where StoneCrusher comes extremely well. This class can be used for PvP since it's mana and the healing over time and the damage reduction, but I would not recommend it because it's slow and it can be nuked down very easily since there's no natural dodge on this class. So you can, but not recommended.